Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, March the 1st, 2020. It is currently 1:09 p.m. Central Time. Well, I just got back from church this morning, and while I was at church this morning, I discovered that there appears to be some confusion. There appears to be some confusion about how the podcast work, about how our live streaming works, about how the Spreaker app works. There just seems to be a lot of confusion. So what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to do my best to clarify all of the confusion, bring clarity, bring understanding, bring world peace, bring unity. I'm going to try to accomplish all of that. Now, here in just a second, let me look here. I want to make sure that everything is working correctly before I try to make this all make sense. Give me 1 second here. Okay, yes, we are live on the air, so I want to make sure everything is working correctly. All right, let me explain. It seems that for people using the Spreaker app, that there is some confusion. So I guess I'll do it this way. Yeah. I'm going to bring clarity. I'm going to bring unity. I'm going to bring world peace when I'm even having a hard time explaining it, even finding where to begin. I guess because I am confused by the confusion. And so when you're confused by the confusion, you have to try to step back and go, okay, how can I clarify people's confusion if I don't quite understand why they are confused? I think it's kind of like a math teacher. A math teacher may have a complete understanding of a formula, a complete understanding of how to solve the problem, a complete understanding of how to show the work. They may have a complete understanding. And then you come to the teacher and you say, hey, I don't understand this math problem. I don't understand how to do this. And the teacher's like, why don't you I don't understand why you don't understand. And because they don't understand why you don't understand, they find it very difficult in being able to give an explanation that actually is helpful. Like they will say, just do this. And you walk away going, I'm still confused. I still don't understand. That's because they don't understand your confusion. So I am having a hard time trying to figure out how to formulate an explanation, a solution to the confusion because I don't really understand the confusion. So I'm just going to step all the way back and explain this. Now, I know some of you have emailed me and said, stop explaining it. We get it. Be patient for those who don't get it. All right. So let's try this. Are you ready? Okay. I know many of you listen to us via Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, YouTube, and all the other podcast apps that are out there. Understand that? For you, it should be extremely simple, right? You already subscribe to us. You already find us. But let me make this very clear. The Theology Central podcast. Well, I'll state it this way. For everyone listening, not using the Spreaker app, I'll start with it. For everyone listening to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, all the others, I produce, and when I say we, Victory Baptist Church, we produce a number of podcasts. There are a number of them. Let me name each podcast, all right? Because if I name them, then you may understand why, wait, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I didn't get that. What is he referring to? Let me go through all of them, okay? I'm going to pull up every one of our podcasts. Here we go. Now, these are for people not listening to us on Spreaker. We have the non-Catholic podcast. Unless you search for that and subscribe to that, you're not getting any of the messages of the non-Catholic podcast. All right. We have the Theological Musings podcast. Unless you subscribe to that, you're not getting all of the podcast. We have the Theology Central podcast, which I'm currently live on the air for the Theology Central podcast. For those not using Spreaker, you can't hear us when we're live. But the Theology Central podcast, the Socratic Circle podcast, the VBC Bible Institute podcast, and the VBC podcast. All right. Those are all of our podcasts. Unless you subscribe to all of them, you're probably missing content. SoundCloud, there's a chance you're missing content. YouTube, there's a chance you're missing content. Unless you have a podcast app and you're subscribing to all of them, you're missing things. The best way to do it is to get the Spreaker app. That's Spreaker, Spreaker, and then you can subscribe to all of them. But that's the Non-Catholic Catholic, Theological Musings, Theology Central, the Socratic Circle, the VBC Bible Institute, and VBC. Now, I have yet to produce any episodes, the Scripture Memory Lab podcast, which will focus on Scripture memory. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do there. But for now, the ones you want to focus on, the Non-Catholic Catholic, Theological Musings, Theology Central, Socratic Circle, the VBC Bible Institute, and VBC. Those are all the different podcasts. Now, so subscribe to all of them on all podcast apps out there. They pretty much all of them are available. All right. If you can't find one, all you have to do is email me at newsif@yahoo.com. newsif@yahoo.com. Say, I cannot find it. I can send you the RSS link. I can send you the URL. For many podcast app, all you need is the RSS, and you can add the podcast that you're looking for to that particular app and then subscribe to it. So it's easy to help you get everything. If you are interested in getting everything, all you have to do is ask newsif@yahoo.com. All right. For those who are using the Spreaker app, for those who may be using the Spreaker app in the future, let me take you step by step by what you need to do. First, locate the Spreaker app in either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. It is Spreaker, Spreaker. It will probably say Spreaker Podcast Radio in the App Store of choice. Spreaker. Spreaker Podcast Radio. Download the app. Once you download the app and you open it, you can hit the search tab and type in VBC. VBC, which stands for Victory Baptist Church. VBC, Victory Baptist Church. That's what it stands for, VBC. Once you search for VBC, you're going to see the icon for Victory Baptist Church. It's a greenish cross with a gray background with the words in green, that are green letters, Victory Baptist Church. Simply tap on Victory Baptist Church. Once you have done that, a screen will pop up. There may be a big yellow tab that says follow. If it does, hit follow, put in your name and email, and make sure you follow us. One, that increases the number of followers we have. That's encouraging to me. Number two, it allows you to be notified for everything we do. So do that. Now, once you have done that, you will see VBC. A screen will come up that will show the icon, Victory Baptist Church. It will say VBC by Victory Baptist Church. You'll notice in the right, there's a little star. Tap on that star. That makes sure that you're following us. Then hit by Victory Baptist Church, the words Victory Baptist Church. That will bring up a screen that shows all of our podcasts. Under each podcast, you have to tap the podcast, hit the yellow star. Go under each one, hit the yellow star. Go under each one, hit the yellow star. And then once you have done that, you now are following us. You've now made us a favorite, and you will now get notifications when we go live and whenever a new podcast is uploaded. Had to mute the mic. Now, this is an impromptu live broadcast simply to take away confusion and clarity. So I'm in my house, so my dog may start barking here in a second, but that's okay. We just want to get everyone on the same page. We just want world peace. We just want clarity. We want the confusion to be removed. All right. So once you've done all of that, I don't know if I can make it any clearer than that. Then here's the key. You have to check, like sometimes, like this morning at Victory Baptist Church, when I was doing live streaming, I did live streaming for Sunday school under the VBC Bible Institute and podcast. So you had to be under that to hear me live because that's where I was doing live. For Sunday morning worship, we were under the VBC tab. Right now, I'm under the Theology Central tab. If you're following all of them and favorite all of them, then it doesn't matter where I go live. You're going to know, you're going to get a notification. So you have to hit the star for all of them. You have to make us a favorite for all of them for it to work. All right? I got to stress that. All right. See, my mute button, typically used for coughing or sneezing, it's used for my dog. So my dog wants to talk, I hit mute, and then the dog talks, and then I unmute. Okay, all right. So I hope that makes sense. So let me try that again. Download the Spreaker app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Download the app. Once you have the app downloaded, you do a search for VBC, which stands for Victory Baptist Church. Make sure you hit the big yellow button that says follow. You'll need your name and email. That will allow you to actually follow us and you can be getting notifications. That's very important. But you'll notice that we have all these different podcasts. Why do we have all these different podcasts? Because I can specialize content so that if you're looking for specific things, you know where to look. If you're looking for anything related to Catholicism, you know that's going to be under the non-Catholic podcast, right? When I'm doing all my series on the Catholic Catechism, you know where to find all of those messages. I'm trying to make it simple and consolidate content so that it's easy to find and to discover, all right? That's important. So there's the non-Catholic Catholic. You have to go under each one of these podcasts and hit the little star. Hit the little star. That will make us a favorite, all right? So again, let me go through all the names of the podcast again, all right? The non-Catholic Catholic podcast, the Theological Musings podcast, the Theology Central podcast, the Socratic Circle podcast, the VBC Bible Institute podcast, and VBC. If you don't have them marked as a favorite, if you're not following me, then guess what? When you're like, well, he's live, I don't know where he's live at, because you're not following that particular podcast. You're not following that particular area. And so therefore you're not going to be notified and you're not going to know. If you're subscribed to all of them, you don't have to figure it out. You'll get a notification telling you where I'm live at. All right. I hope that makes sense. In fact, let me look here. Going to my notifications, if I can hit it right. There you go. All right. So I don't know what else I can do. I think I've made it as simple as possible. So I'll state it one more time. Spreaker app. Once the Spreaker app is downloaded, do a search for VBC. Once you find us, tap on the little icon. You'll bring up Victory Baptist Church. On that screen, I wish I could show you. It will say VBC by Victory Baptist Church. You tap on the words Victory Baptist Church, literally the words Victory Baptist Church. Once you tap on those words, guess what comes up? There we are. All of our podcasts. The non-Catholic Catholic, Theological Musings, Theology Central, the Socratic Circle, the VBC Bible Institute, and the VBC podcast. You want to go under each one. You'll tap on each one, tap the little star. Make sure you tap the big yellow button that says follow. Put in your name and email, and problem solved. You can listen to us when we're live. You can listen to us on demand. You can listen to everything. You can share whatever you like with other people. You can hit the little heart to say that you like an episode. You can share it. You can do a million different things, okay? Please do all of those things because it'll be greatly helpful to me, and it'll be greatly helpful knowing that you're actually being able to listen to what I mean, there's nothing worse than spending hours producing content to find out that people don't even know the content exists because they only subscribed to one. They subscribed to the VBC and that was it. They went under VBC, hit the start, and they were done. Well, that's not all the podcast. That's the Theology Central podcast, the VBC Bible Institute podcast, the Non-Catholic Catholic. You're not getting any of that content. So the only way to get that content is you have to go under each one. Separate podcast, trying to group content under a specific theme or a specific focus so that you know where to find that specific content. If I put everything that I produce under, say, the VBC tab, imagine that. You'd be like, there's all of his daily programs. There's his Catholic stuff. It would be just like thousands and thousands of things to look through. This breaks it down a little bit more. Okay. His teaching on the catechism. Okay. That's going to be under the non-Catholic Catholic. Okay. Typically the sermons preached at Victory Baptist Church, the normal sermons are going to be under the VBC tab, unless they're teaching for the catechism. Then they're going to be under the Catholic tab. The Theology Central, that's all my daily stuff. Okay, that's easy to find. You know where to find that. VBC Bible Institute and podcast. All right, you know where that's at. I think it ultimately. I'm trying to make it easier because there are people out there who they do try to find content. They are searching and they're like, man, it's hard to keep up with everything. At first, it may seem confusing. Well, there's all these different podcasts, but as soon as you make them all a favorite and you follow, you don't have to ever worry about it again. You get everything. So and you get the live broadcast. So let me make it very clear for those who listen to me on YouTube, for those who listen on iHeartRadio, for those who listen to us on Spotify, and all the other podcast apps. If you want everything, you've got to individually go find all of those different podcasts. Non-Catholic Catholic, Theological Musings, Theology Central, VBC Bible Institute, and podcast. All right. And then you'll have to individually go under each one when you're looking for content. And make sure you understand this. You will not be able to listen to me live. If you want to listen to me live, download the Spreaker app. Spreaker. Once you have the Spreaker app downloaded, now this is for the people who will download it or already have it downloaded, make sure you do a search for VBC, that stands for Victory Baptist Church, VBC. Once you find that, you tap on the icon. It'll be grayish background, green cross, the words in green, Victory Baptist Church. That will bring up our page. There'll be a big yellow button for follow. Hit follow. Boom. All right. Now you get all of our content. That's good. You'll have to type in our name and email. That's okay. That helps you and it helps me. Then on that page, it will say VBC by Victory Baptist Church. Literally tap on the words Victory Baptist Church. That will bring up all of our podcasts. Go under each one, tap the little star. Tap the little star. On almost all phones, it will ask you if you want to auto download. It will automatically download all new episodes, or you can decline that. And then you can go back to each podcast, hit the little star, hit the little star, hit the little star, hit the little star. And guess what? Now you get everything. Problem solved. You don't have to pay anything. We don't want your money. We don't need anything. We just want you to get the content and we want you to listen to the content. All right. Now, with that said, at 6 p.m. tonight at Victory Baptist Church, we will be live streaming again. If you want to listen to us when we're live tonight, most likely we'll be under the non-Catholic Catholic section as we will return to our study on the Catholic Catechism. All right. If you want to listen to that, tune in at 6, have that podcast open on the Spreaker app. And when we go live, you're going to see a red button that says live. And guess what you do? You simply tap it and you listen to us live. And the program will be available on demand the second I stop talking. All right. So I hope that clarifies. If you need any help at all, email me at newsif@yahoo.com. newsif@yahoo.com, because I want this confusion and this mystery to go away forever. I want to make it as easy as possible. I know some of you are like, it would be easy if you just had one podcast. You think it would be, But it wouldn't be if you're looking for specific content. It would be very difficult if you are looking for specific content. So I'm trying to separate it and divide it. And the reason this happened is we had a standalone church app. The company we had our standalone church app with merged with another company. The new company, the way they set up the standalone app, the way it was going to work, wasn't going to work for us. It was going to cost twice the amount we were paying. And it was taking away features that we were utilizing. And it was going to basically make me not be able to, we're hosting our podcast on Spreaker. And so on the other standalone app, we just placed in our RSS feed and it pulled in all of our content. The new app was not going to do that. So each day I would have to literally upload individual messages to the standalone app, and it wasn't worth that when we already have the Spreaker app and all of our podcasts are there. And it wasn't going to work the way we wanted it to. So because we had a standalone app, we had different sections focused on different kinds of content. I brought that concept over to Spreaker because we had and create all these different podcasts where all that individual content is available the exact same way. Trying to maintain that idea that, hey, if you're looking for something specific, you know where to go. Hey, I wonder if he did any broadcast today. Well, that's going to probably be under Theology Central. Hey, I wonder what sermons were preached at Victory Baptist Church. Well, VBC is typically where to go. Well, I wonder if he was preaching on the anything related to Catholicism. Oh, that's going to be under the non-Catholic Catholic. I wonder if he did any teaching for the VBC Bible Institute. What's going to be under the VBC Bible Institute? It's not taking up any more space on your mobile device unless you're downloading the episodes, and then you can remove them from the device after you're done listening. It's not going to take up any more space, and it makes it easier for you being able to keep our content separate, organized. I hope that over time people will appreciate the efforts to try to pull this off, even though it may be, I know most churches don't have multiple podcasts, but I think this is the correct way to do it. All right. So I'm going to stop right there because I need some lunch. You can probably hear my stomach going like I need food. And yeah, I haven't eaten and I'm going to die. So I wanted to at least clarify that. I hope now we've removed the mystery, right? I hope. Yeah, I hope that's over. Don't you? Me too. Yeah, I don't want any more mystery, okay? All right, so now I'm going to assume everyone understands. I'm going to assume that from China to Africa, from countries and continents, all around the world, even in other planets, that now everyone understands how to get our content. I expect our numbers of followers to increase dramatically, and I expect that all of our content sees a boost in downloads. At least that's what I'm hoping. So since I've now taken away the confusion, I've brought about unity and world peace, we can all do this. Okay, maybe I'm the only one cheering my own efforts when in reality, I didn't accomplish anything. But I'm going to pretend that right now there's this, wow, I understand. Wow, I can subscribe. Wow, look at all of this content that I didn't even know existed. I'm going to download all of them. Yes, everyone go download everything. All the programs you missed, download. And then we'll increase our downloads. I say if you download all of my podcasts, we would probably have a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 increase by each individual. Because yeah, I'm always recording things. So hopefully we've resolved it. If you have any questions, I almost just knocked the laptop. That would have been bad. No, I just hit it. So email me, newsif@yahoo.com, newsif@yahoo.com. Yeah, I'm tired of talking. After 2 hours of teaching, I'm done talking. I need rest. I need food. I'm done. So if you have questions, please email me. I mean it. Email me, newsif@yahoo.com. I'll do anything I can to help clarify this. Hopefully, I've accomplished that. All right, everyone have a great Sunday. I need food. God bless.